Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm No Joe Coward. This is my buddy Adrian Bear. Tonight we want to talk to you about last Saturday we did some ayahuasca in this very room. We went. Well, you wanna tell them a little bit about what do you do?
I work as a shamanic healer here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I do a number of things. Ayahuasca is part of the work that I do. I assist people with many different kinds of things like life decisions or emotional healing, psychological healing, spiritual healing. It's generally that's the route that I take.
Right. Yeah. So Saturday night we did some ayahuasca. Ayahuasca, for those of you who don't know, is basically DMT, and your own brain produces DMT already. But the first thing we did was the MAOI.
Yeah, it stands for monoamine oxidase inhibitor. Like our stomachs have this thing inside called monoamine oxidase, and the inhibitor is obviously it turns that off because that's the thing inside our bodies that sort of reabsorbs the DMT all the time. And if we didn't have it in our bodies, we would constantly be in a state of journey, basically.
We'd be tripping balls all the time. Yeah, so the MAOI inhibitor basically just allows the ayahuasca to do what it does. And then, like 20 minutes later,
yeah,
we took it.
Yeah, that's the way that sort of works. The way that I brew the ayahuasca is in sort of two drinks. So you've got the MAOI first, and then you have the other portion, which is it's just chock full of the DMT. It's made from bark. I use the Hawaiian rainbow tree bark, and I use for the brew that we did on Saturday. I use the cielo ayahuasca vine. There's like three or four varieties. I think four varieties. There's the cielo, and then there's the red one. Cielo is yellow, and then there's the red one, and there's white, and then there's the black vine as well. The black vine I only kind out about recently-ish, so I'm not entirely sure what the black vine is used for, but basically the red vine is the stronger of the two. Usually it's what's taken by the shamans themselves, and then like people, if it's their first few times or whatever, they would usually get the yellow vine. And then some of the shamans, if they're going to do things like magic work or anything on ayahuasca, they would usually have a brew that's made with the white vine. But the black, I have no idea yet what it's called.
I guess we'll have to find out soon. So like when the DMT hits you, like can you maybe describe for the people here like what? Because everybody always wants to know, like, well, what's it like to trip balls? What's it like? What is ayahuasca like, man? So, I mean, can you give some kind of like insight as to what you were feeling? You know, because I saw you, man, and you were fucking doing all of this, and you know, you were like chanting to yourself, and you know, like you were purging too. And purging, for y'all who don't know, is basically when you puke and you shit uncontrollably. Now, did you shit yourself?
No, not this time. Only later. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't purge at all. I literally sat right in this, right here, the entire, what was it, like 4 hours?
Yeah, it was about 4 or 5
4 hours, and I couldn't even get up out of my seat. I mean, I couldn't speak. I didn't spit. I didn't have a drop of water. I didn't puke or shit my pants at all, thankfully. But yeah, I mean, like when you were doing the chanting, like, can you recall what exactly you were going through? Like, what exactly the spirits or whatever it is was telling you?
Well, it's the kind of thing where on ayahuasca it's usually different every time. Now, if a person goes through training, which you would get probably in South America, for example, they have certain songs that they sing. They're called icaros, and they will sing these throughout the ceremonies. Now, my training has been in different ways, so I don't have Icaros as such. They have given me a certain melody that I end up humming quite often during healing ceremonies.
Yeah, you were definitely humming that.
But on Saturday there was a very sort of heavy influence of birds and desert things. So there was, at certain stages I had to make like desert bird noises, and they just sort of happened, but it had to happen for healing purposes. When I'm doing ayahuasca with people, and the function of a guide, it's sort of different than if I'm doing it for myself, because there will be things that I'm doing in the background energetically, like they help me to keep an eye on sort of what's happening with the other person, and help them move energy if I need to, or help them deal with certain things that I feel are coming from them if I need to, move energy in the direction, move things out. If I feel there's a particular thing that is being stuck at the moment, I can ask for the assistance of some of the other spirits, and they come and they help and they do some healing. A number of that happens during the ceremony. Like when you're doing this work, you sort of get to feel the quality of different emotions and the quality of different things that people are going on. I know if someone is experiencing a fear in a certain place, I know if the fear is related to an emotional kind of healing, or I know if it's if there's anger or rage coming through in a certain part. I know if somebody's dealing with something quite intense or scary. So like one of the things, one of the spirits that I asked for help for on Saturday was at a certain point I could feel there's a lot of like emotional stuff being dealt with, and that needed to sort of come out on your side.
From my side.
From your side, yeah.
Such as.
It's just the
you had mentioned something like you were in a boxing match with me or something. You said that.
Yeah. Your energy and the stuff that you were going through. It's there's a lot of like background stuff that was going on, other than the awareness that you had at the time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of background stuff that was going on, and there was a lot of like movement and back and forth, and it would have been you dealing with things and you working through things, but the resistance, I guess, on your part to certain things would be like a boxing match. It really felt like I was going fucking 12 rounds with you or something on the thing. So basically what they were having me do, like the understanding was that I had to be there and have you in the background energetically understand that I'm not going anywhere, and you've got to fight through this, but I'm not going anywhere. Like, this is not a fight. You can knock someone out and I'm still going to be there, even though we're boxing.
Okay, interesting.
That's the best way I can sort of describe it. So one of the spirits that came and offered help during sort of the emotional type things was Frog. Frog is connected with the heart. Frog is connected with emotion very, very much. She's a very, very loving spirit.
Okay.
Probably the most loving spirit out of any of them that I've had contact with is Frog. So she came and offered her help during the ceremony as well.
Shit. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought a lot about fighting when I was doing it. I definitely became more comfortable with myself, just the part of myself that is kind of like a fighter. But I basically realized, like, one of the first realizations that I had was that I had to quit my fucking job teaching English. And I remember smiling. It seemed like I was smiling forever, because I was just thinking to myself, why am I doing this? This is such a liberating feeling to know I'm not going back to my gay ass job on Monday. No offense. And, you know, just knowing this and that I'm going to make my mission to pursue what I want. And what I want to do is I want to write, I want to make videos, I want to connect with other people. And I've spent so much of my life just pushing, just like closing myself off to that, to connecting with others and making friends, making friends and being who I want to be. And the ayahuasca for sure, like really confirmed that for me. You know, like when I came to Cambodia, I was on the edge of like finally not giving a fuck. But when I got here, I still kind of gave a fuck about my job, about what I do with my like shaving lines in my hair, just like simple shit like that. And I felt limited. And now like all I want to do is meet new people. I want to network, and I want to continue to learn and just have fun with people. And that might not seem like too deep or anything, but too many people take themselves way too fucking seriously and take life too way too fucking seriously. Yeah. I mean, you know that, and you know they end up unhappy. They just do. You know, I have people in my family like that. You know, where they just work and work and work just to get by, and they feel like that's what they have to do. And I'm not doing it, man. And if I end up on the fucking street homeless, then so be it. I'm not going back to my job teaching English. I'm not going back to the States and working some lame ass job. I'm going to continue to do ayahuasca with my friend Adrian Bear, and I'm going to become a different person after every single time I do it. And I'm going to transform myself. That's all I can really say about it. And I definitely tripped balls pretty hard. I mean, I was looking at him because he was laying on the bed, and he was just like melting in all these very, you know, intricate, these intricate patterns. And like no matter how hard I tried to focus on him and see him like this, I couldn't do it. So not only did I learn more about myself, it was just a good fucking time, and I saw some pretty amazing visuals as well, for sure. So, do you have anything else to add to our time Saturday? I know the food afterwards was awesome.
Yeah,
got a pork schnitzel.
That's always one of the great things. Yeah, I think you know what people should try and understand. From my perspective about ayahuasca is two things. Is that maybe three things. The first is that it is completely different every single time you do it. It's completely different every single time you do it. There's no two ways that something's going to happen the same. And the second thing is that there's a high possibility that the stuff that you're going to see can be as scary as shit. There can be some extremely, extremely scary stuff that happens, but most of the time there's a point to it. If you allow yourself to sort of get into the mode of going with it and surrendering while pushing forward. I know it sounds like a kind of weird concept. How can you surrender and push at the same time? That you can. It's just this duality that exists in sort of ayahuasca. You need to surrender to the experience and push forward at the same time and fight for it while giving in at the same time. So it is a medicine. It is a medicine. Like there have been people who have had very extreme body reactions on this, very extreme body reactions. So that is something that a person needs to be aware of. That if you've followed the diet as much as you can and prepared as much as you can, then usually you'll be fine. But you never know what's going to happen. The third thing is that, as you said before, don't take yourself so seriously. It is a medicine. It is spiritual, psychological, physical, mental. However, it's also a shitload of fun. And this is something I tell people. Yes, you're probably gonna be feeling sick. You're gonna be feeling weird. There's gonna be all sorts of stuff.
I was terrified. Some parts of it, I was terrified. Like at one point, I just wanted it to end. I even thought about killing myself for like a couple minutes. I was like, just kill me. I want this to be over, because I was so intensely terrified. Not from a visual, but of just what I had realized. Like I truly comprehended like the true reality of what this is, and it scared the shit out of me. And I saw it for what it was. And then afterwards, I just started hearing birds chirping, and I just sat up and I just started moving and dancing and smiling and like touching my skin. I realized I'm so happy to be alive. I'm so happy to be a human. And I'm so happy to be a breathing, and the fact that I just have this free will, and yeah, I mean, like you said, there's this duality to it.
Yeah.
I was scared shitless, and then I was fine. I was loving it. Just glad I didn't shit my pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is one of those things. So yeah, it is going to be fun, and it is going to be scary, and it is going to be beautiful, and you might have completely different experiences on it. For instance, one of my friends that I helped guide through it, her experience ended up being her sitting around a giant fire with loads of spirits at a party, and everyone was passing around like joints, spirit joints. And people, she had the option to like go off and do something else, but she was content where she was, and it helped her feel the sense of like, yeah, I can just do the things what I want, and enjoy what I want, and it's okay. So she didn't get the scary side of things, and that can happen. There's no guarantee on what's going to happen. It's something a person definitely needs to research. It's something a person definitely needs to be aware of all the possibilities, and it's something that a person should approach with a healthy sense of respect and fear and excitement and anticipation.
Sure.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it.
All right. Well put, sir. Well put. So so I guess if people want to learn more about what you do, TOHI Living.
That's right.
TOHI Healing.
Yeah. Well, I'm going for the TOHI Living moniker because my friend Luke, who I met here, is he's Cherokee, and he actually helped me find the new name for my practice. And TOHI is a Cherokee word that means health and healing, physically, mentally, and in the body and the spirit. And it also means it's also a word for peace and lack of propensity for hate, which is pretty amazing. So because it kind of means healing anyway, like I don't need to call it healing. So I was going to TOHI Living because it's a state of living. The email address though is tohihealing@gmail.com.
So TOHI
Living.
TOHI Living.
I recently updated my YouTube account name today, so it should be searchable at TOHI Living now.
So
after I get a few more videos up, I think it should be searchable at TOHI Living.
Yeah. And you're on Facebook too? Is there?
Yeah, Facebook is TOHI Living. So facebook.com/TOHI Living. TOHI.
Yeah, TOHI. Facebook.com/TOHI Living. I'm No Joe Coward. You can find me on Facebook. Facebook.com, No Joe Coward. I'm on YouTube, No Joe Coward, of course. I've also got No Joke Boxing Club here in Phnom Penh. If y'all want to learn some boxing, y'all want to learn some humility, how to test yourself, how to fuck people up, and how to have a good time, check out No Joke Boxing Club on Facebook. Ask me anything you want. My email is nojokestriking, like striking, gmail.com. Check me out anytime, and we're going to come at you again with some more videos. We're going to do some ayahuasca here in the next month or so, so maybe we'll for sure talk to you all about that. And I'm going to keep you guys posted on what I'm doing. He'll keep you posted on what he's doing. So stay in touch, everybody. All right, thank you.